So now I have to delete all this annotation. I have to explain other things. Delete, select similar, delete. Now I'm doing some editing in this surface to show how to edit the surface. So this surface is dynamic surface according to the points. So I have to on the points, label style elevation only, properties on with the elevation. The points is on. This surface is dynamic surface above the points. If we change the points, the surface will change automatically. I'm going to off this contour and on the triangulation, properties, style, on the triangulation of the contours. Okay, okay. Why I on the contours? So we can see the difference clearly. Properties. I am selecting one point. We can see the elevation of this point is 12.49. I am changing the location of this point. Enter move, select the point, move to here. You can see I changed the point here. Surface is still the same. And if we look at here, the warning sign came above the surface. Right click. So here we have two options, rebuild or automatically rebuild. So select the rebuild. You guys can see the surface has been updated. And if we select this automatically rebuild, now I am moving again this point to the same place. You guys can see there is no warning sign and the surface has been updated automatically. Now I am changing the surface. If you guys can see, the surface is outside from the points, which is incorrect. So I have to delete these extra. For that I have to select the surface. From here we can edit. For example, I need to add the line from here to here. So what I will do, click on add line, this point to this point. You guys can see the triangulation is changed. For example, I want to add the line from here to here. So you guys can see the triangulation is changed. I am deleting the lines. Click on delete lines. Select like this. Right click. Select like this. Right click. Select like this. Right click. And right click again. Click here. We can swap the lines like this. I think for the natural ground surface it is enough. The rest thing I will explain in the design surface. Okay. Until now I cover these two, surface creation and editing and surface labeling. Okay. The break line. Now the third one is break line. We can add the break lines above the surface also. For example, I am adding here two break lines and enter. Click here and here. Again click here and here. For better explanation, I have to on the double view. Click on view, two vertical viewport. Click here. We can see the surface here. I am changing to the X-ray so we can see the changes. Now properties. Select this one line. For the starting line, I am giving the elevation 14. End of the line 14. This another line elevation I am giving 15. 15. You guys can see I am changing the color of the line. to red. Select the line here, increase the thickness. To see the changes. Now from 3D view we can see like this, the lines is above and the surface is below. I want to add these line as a break line. What I'm going to do, break lines. Right click, add. I'm giving the name, for example 1. I'm keeping the rest thing the same. Okay. Select this one and this one. Right click. You guys can see the difference. Whenever I am changing the elevations of the lines, for example, I am keeping the same 15, 15. You guys can see the difference. Select here, I am keeping the 20 and 20. It will take a little bit time. You guys can see the surface is changing accordingly. I am changing the elevation of this also. 20, 20. Right click, rebuild. So these are the break lines. So any shape we can add here. I am going to delete these lines now. Now the boundaries. Now I am going to draw a boundary like this. I have no need the surface outside of this boundary. For that, right click on the boundaries, add. Here I am giving the name and it will be outer boundary. Okay. Select. You guys can see the limit of the surface is reduced until the boundaries. Control Z. This time I want to hide the data inside from the boundary. Right click, add. I'm giving the name, hide. OK. Select, right click, enter. You guys can see the surface is hide inside in the boundary. Control Z. The next and the last thing for this video is surface import and export. So how we will export this surface and import in another drawing. For that I have to right click above the surface. Here we can see the length XML. We can export this file as a length XML and we can import anywhere. Click here. This time I need one surface only. Check this box. OK. Give the location. I'm giving the name and save. So this one is our length XML file. I am opening a new file. This one is blank Civil 3D file. So how I will import this surface? Insert, length XML. Go to the location where we have the length XML file. Click here. This one is the surface file. And then OK. From here we can change the setting, but I'm keeping the same. OK. You guys can see the surface came here. Right click, properties, change the style on the triangulation. OK. OK. So now the surface came here without points. OK. So we can do any changes in the surface from here. Now this surface is not dynamic with the points because we import this surface directly from the XML file. There is a lot of things to explain, but as a beginner it will be difficult for you to learn if I go to the deep dive. So my focus is initially to teach you basic things. So later on I will explain in the deep dive. So for the today video, that's it guys. Hopefully this video will be helpful for you, and if you guys have any question, You guys can send me email or you can send me message in the Facebook group or comment me in the YouTube. I will answer it as soon as possible. Hopefully this video will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.